Long, long time ago, George Washington University over in the United States, Washington, D.C., I was studying nuclear physics. And I said, well, the best thing to do is just to go on and study nuclear physics because my father wants me to. That's a good reason. And when I finally get through studying nuclear physics, why, I'll write for a living. And that's the way it worked out, because nobody wanted a nuclear physicist in 1934. Nobody had anything to do with a nuclear physicist in 1934. We were the Buck Rogers boys. We could make things go whir, clank, and split atoms. And we didn't know that a chap named Einstein would sooner or later write a letter to Franklin Delano Roosevelt and say to Franklin, he'd say to him, "Dear Franklin, we can build a gimmick which wipes out whole cities." Well, the second they started to build this gimmick, they recruited every nuclear physicist in the world. They said to the nuclear physicists, "Now, you had better rally round and join the Manhattan Project, and we know there's just a few of you boys who are not employed in nuclear physics at the moment, and we're going to employ you, and everything's going to be fine." And they came around and asked me about it, and I said, what do you think I said? I said, "You're going to build a bomb." And they said, "Who told you?" I said, "A little bird back in 1934. And they said, "Well, aren't you going to help us build this bomb? Why don't you be a patriotic person and wipe out mankind with the rest of us?" And I said, "No, I didn't want anything to do with this project." So they said, "Well, we've got orders for you. We got orders for you to Manila. A war is about to break out, and you're going to Manila." So I said, "Okay." The war broke out, and I never got to Manila. But for the next 3 or 4 years, I was busy. Every time I came back, somebody was liable to say to me something on the order of, "Wouldn't you like to join the Manhattan Project?" I'd say, "No." They'd say, "Well, we've got orders for you to the next combat theater." That's the way it went. They had a lot of combat theaters by that time. Did you know that? They didn't ever run out of them. I almost ran out of me a couple of times.